Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to get pretty deep into the specs of a specific piece of gear, the Aurora Multimedia CW-1 wireless HDMI system. Our mission here is to really figure out what makes this thing tick, what transforms it from just another gadget into a real professional solution for finally getting rid of cables.
Yeah, and let's just get right to the most critical thing, because the CW1 really tackles the #1 fear people have with wireless video lag. Its main promise is, sure, uncompressed full HD video, but the spec that really jumped out is 0 frame delay, less than 1 millisecond latency.
Okay, let's break that down. A sub-millisecond latency claim. For things like live events or interactive displays, why is that so critical? I mean, your standard consumer stuff can have a lag of 100 milliseconds, maybe even more.
Well, think about it like this. Even 100 milliseconds is that awkward delay you see when a speaker on a video call is out of sync with their own voice. It's distracting. Sub-millisecond delay. It's functionally instantaneous. It's real time.
So how do they even do that? What's the tech behind it?
It's all in the signal processing. The
Yeah.
system uses WHDI technology, specifically with MyMoveDM. It essentially splits the data stream into pieces and rebuilds it almost instantly, which lets it bypass that whole encoding and decoding process that, really bogs down consumer gear.
Okay, so it's fast, but are the pictures actually good? Are we talking about real color quality here, or is something sacrificed for that speed?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking professional grade quality. It supports formats like YCBCR 4.2.2 10-bit. That's a spec that tells you you're getting faithful color, professional depth, none of the compression artifacts you'd get from a lesser system. And it handles key frame rates like 1080p at 30 and 29.97 hertz.
The sources also mentioned a huge range up to 328 feet, but they stress it has to be a free line of sight path. So in a busy office with Wi-Fi everywhere, how does it not just, fall apart? How is it reliable?
That's where the frequency management comes in. It's actually pretty clever. It operates in the license-free 5 gigahertz band, which is crowded, right?
Yeah, right.
But the key is dynamic frequency selection, or DFS. The system is constantly scanning for the least congested channels and can intelligently hop to a cleaner frequency. It's not just blasting a signal out like a normal Wi-Fi device.
I see. So it's actively avoiding traffic.
Yeah.
And it does all this in that tiny stick-type form factor we see in the specs.
Exactly. The whole design is about being easy to deploy. The transmitter and receiver are super lightweight and incredibly power efficient. You can often just power them from a standard USB port on the TV or projector. It makes the setup incredibly fast.
So the tech is pro-grade, but what about actually getting it approved for a project? Let's talk about the compliance and the cost. The specs list a $298 price point, and it's noted as tariff-free, which seems like a very cost-efficient solution.
For sure. And that connects to something really important for professional buyers, the TAA compliance. That TAA status is a huge green light for government contracts and large organizations. It basically certifies that it meets strict supply chain and reliability standards. It's a badge of trust, really, on top of all the usual FCC and CE compliance marks.
So when you put it all together for the listener, the CW1 looks like a complete package. It's a lightweight form factor. You get true uncompressed video with basically 0 latency, and it has all the compliance check marks to solve that cable problem without creating a headache.
Which leaves me with a final thought for you to chew on. If professional-grade, uncompressed HD video can now travel 328 feet wirelessly with 0 lag and with full regulatory approval, what critical jobs are we still using hard cables for, just because we believe it's the only reliable option?